Stellata. Guard Cuisine. 19th century, somewhere in the countryside. Romagna, Italy. Alien crash lands into an old building. Nice. Great harm comes to those who let themselves be conquered by wine. Little by little they grow nauseated by food and find nourishment almost entirely in drink. Thus, they degrade themselves in the eyes of the world, becoming ridiculous, dangerous, and... Pellegrino Artusi. Right. Correct. Forward. Simple. Cooking a bit. What are we making? Wait, what did it say? Assuming that's the oil, but I can't. Oh, that's the oil. Okay. I guess that's like champagne or something. Dummy. Chop the onion, carrot, and celery and add them to the pan. Now we get the red wine. Got our own jarred tomato sauce, of course. Think Italians buy that store-bought shit? Place the tortellini in the pot. Right in the notebook. They say that curiosity is a dangerous trap, leading man into abysses from which he can never return. It is the same hypocritical world which claims not to care about food, that makes no civil or religious celebration without eventually spreading the tablecloth and trying to eat as heartily as possible. Therefore, I say, always choose for your raw materials the finest goods, for these will make an impression. And if this precious fruit of who knows where origin is as rare as I believe, it must cost as much or even more than truffles. Caution must be exercised with hope and fervor, for hidden prayers already hold future sorrow. I am repulsed by witnessing, as they say, the discretion of God's grace, yet indulgence and appetite are too great. Add tortellini to the pan. Bait dish. Oh, yes. Sent me to it. This shit was so good, it sent me to another dimension. Whoa. Some LSD in that tortellini. Meals like these make me feel like a neophyte in the kitchen and in the art of tasting. Not only the quality, but the sheer delight leaves me astonished and my dreams fulfilled. Its sauce blends with so many dishes, keeping such excellent company that it's worth the effort to satisfy every curiosity and rekindle the fire in the stoves to get back to work and plunge like a deep-sea diver in search of the goodness and beauty I adore. I often say that one should only return to food when the stomach persistently cries out for help, yet I inherited almost unbridled erotic instincts from nature, at times nearly ruining my health and everything else. Moreover, if man neither craved food nor experienced sexual stimulation, the human race would soon perish. Here I am again, casseroles, pots, and lids. Open your legs. Aromas of the undergrowth, sautés, and braids of garlic. I have returned amongst you. Yes, open your legs, casserole, for I am about to feast on your tasty tastiness. Oh, I didn't mean to grab those. What are we cooking today? The onion, carrot, and celery from the shelf, chop them, and add them to the pan. Such marvelous cutting skills. Go to the cellar, grab the lever, and cut the meat. We keep our... I knew it. Was indeed a fucking alien. I just guessed. Excuse me. Excuse me, K-Pax, have you seen the... Ah, it's right here. Nice. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is the meat? Ah! Ah! I've got the meat! So we actually feasted on his leg already? Why would we get the impression to eat an alien? Yes, let's flour the alien meat. Pour the broth from the pot into the pan. Tomatoes. This took a turn instantly. Holy shit. Right in the notebook. I quiver in anticipation and can barely restrain my restless twitching finger that ceaselessly torments my beard as if trying to spread the remnants of a flavor that once passed through it. It is neither sweet nor bitter, nor sour nor salty. Perhaps it isn't even a flavor. Not really. It's a sensation. An enchanting shiver that sneaks into the mouth and throat, something slimy and indefinable that leaves behind a brutal echo, an aftertaste that never fades. There is no way to describe it, for no words exist to define it. I mean, who could? You're eating a fucking alien. Here we go again. It is certainly a flavor, but not one that human taste has ever experienced before, nor could it have ever hoped to savor. A shadow that does not exist on the world's taste buds, and that seems to feed, alternately and contrary, on something within me. Even every other ingredient appears deceased, contaminated by its proximity, producing twisted fruits with a taste so warped that no one would dare try them, except those who, unbound by the dogmas and chains imposed by traditional cuisine, claim for themselves a flavor that is not of this world. It is like a painter's discovery of a new color or a chilling nuance, one that seems as though it had always been available, ignored in a remote corner of our darkened iris, atrophied, unaccustomed to surprise and unprepared for shock. Oh, add oil to the pan. We're making today alien dick. Chop an onion and add it to the pan. Go to the cellar, grab the cleaver, cut the meat. How's he still alive? Oh, I mean, we got meat here. Can we just use that? Oh, we're chopping his stomach. What did we pull out? What was that? Got K-Paxian pancreas. Gotta go back to the cellar. You know, oh, never mind. At least he's finally out of his misery. Why wouldn't you just kill him? This dude is fucking... Oh. Once it was said that otage? I don't really know that word. Was man's fodder, but this one seems more like the fare of angels and devils, ogres, and Mazpagul? Magalasi, and Marmakule, spirits and essences of myth. I feel my stomach gnashing its teeth, eagerly preparing for a bestial feast. I listen to the ancestral call of hunger and distinguish every word it utters. Now the palate, now the colon, now even the bile itself with its acidic tides, and still the shrieking taste buds singing their clear, piercing notes. As the pleasure unfolds, alas, a vortex rises from the depths of my innards, a force so impetuous, a spasmodic outburst that fills me with understanding and compassion of all those wild, primitive beasts ruled by passion and the violence of flesh. Bread. Nice bread. We have a nice Chianti around this bitch. Chianti. Get a sandwich out of that bitch. Crunchy bread. Did we make the tortellini out of his fucking leg? word, certain laws lie hidden within the nature of taste, such that I could have never imagined. Feel every fiber of my body twisting and writhing, seized by a new sensation with every bite. For this flesh does not belong to the earth, nor does this flavor conform to the human order. After a single meager taste, such is its power that all other food loses its usual virtues. Wine turns to water, bread crumbles into ash, and even the air seems laden with an imperceptible scent. Nothing washes away from the shadow upon my tongue, as if my very body were learning a new way to perceive the world, a way both wrong and forbidden. And yet, what is most terrifying in the heart of this damp night, with my throat parched and my stomach emptying so swiftly, is that something inside me still longs for that flavor. Other aliens gonna come looking for this bitch? Oh, is he rotting? Yep, we're eating the head. I don't know why we didn't do that to begin with. Oh, we're gonna eat the brain? Right in the notebook. Yes, let's do it. What a misfortune. What ill-fated news. O wretched swamp. O foul quagmire. O unholy land that has sheltered me since I was a child. Have you no pity for your own children? You let no food stay wholesome for long, and this one amongst all, so sweet and precious. You can barely stand abundance. A curse upon you. Train, dude. Flour to the bowl. Roll into the bowl. Cut meat. Right in the notebook again. Why do I keep expecting the alien or another alien to just pop up there and kill my ass? I cannot but entrust myself to fate. May this change in appearance in these vapors, despite the stench, enhance the flavor, as they do for grapas, seasoned cheeses, and cured meats. For I well know that spoiled foods, at times, hold unexpected effects. I think in this case, it's probably going to be death. This time, the tasting was like a walk through the height of summer, a murky, tangled path through a flowering garden, where the way was painted in color and breathed fragrances like a dream. In that vast and luminous expanse, it seems as if the entire course of my life flowed before me. The path opened beneath an arch of tinted ivory. I made my way down a gorge, through patches of light and shadow, stepping where the branches parted onto pools of golden mucosa. Beneath the trees on my left, indistinct blankets of pharyngeal primroses stretch out like a carpet. The air seemed to lay soft kisses upon my skin. From the deep belly of the wood came the cooing of wild doves, mingled with the warm gastric gurgling of a welcoming brook. The ground there was so overlain with primroses that avoiding them was impossible, lost as they were in that digestive churn. The sweetness of the air and the green of the fronds dripping with enzymatic Enzymatic liquors almost filled me with reverence. At last, I emerged from that garden through an orifice of hedges and brambles, sweaty and disheveled like a man freshly torn from his mother's womb. We're really gonna eat more. Have lost our minds. Never mind, we had already lost that when we decided to chop fucking alien. Makes sense, I guess. An alien body might not decompose like regular human body. In the end, it has left me alone, yet a new energy surges within me, flowing from top to bottom, carried like a bolus deep into my most hidden bowels. I myself, it seems, am changed. It is the simplest explanation, and yet the wretchedest one. Thus, why shouldn't I have become part of this splendid essence, a link in a metabolic chain that always finds its final rest in the vilest of excretion? No. No, I don't like where this is going. No. No. No, we are not about to shit in a bucket and then eat it. Are we about to cook our shit? No way, dude. We literally just shit in a bucket. We're about to cook an almond bar. This is a Snickers bar. Nope, it's not shit. We have Snickers. We have Snickers. It's not shit. Oh, it's not shit. I'm not chopping shit. Not shit in a bowl. We're not about to spread shit. Oh, we're about to spread shit on bread. Oh, we're about to... Oh, what? Ah, plate the dish. Yeah, let's plate it. Let's plate it. Right in the notebook. I'll eat it. Oh. Ugh. Yeah, this one doesn't seem as good. What a catastrophe. A sharp, biting taste, filthy as a guttered rag. A faded memory of its own pristine purity. Perhaps too diluted, the spirit of tastiness and delight has scattered along the way. Perhaps its graces and virtues have surrendered to the stomach, and from there to the flesh entirely. Nothing remains for me now but to surrender to one last attempt. What are we gonna do next? Looking a little it's looking a little purple outside. Oh no, we're about to chop into ourselves, aren't we? It wasn't just like one clean slice either. Oh, shit. All that chopping for that little bit of meat? I notice with a certain astonishment a twitch in my lashes and tears that blur my vision. Yet by some cruel contradiction, my eyes burn like flames on dry stubble, scorched by their own dryness, like earth cracked by drought. The very drought of the soul which has already drained every last tear before it can fall. And thus it happens that, like who gazes too long upon the high sun, finding no haven in the shadow of night, I feel myself consumed by fire, without a single tear to quench the blaze. Yep. feel my vigor leave me, yet I still breathe in the glory of the tasting. Little time remains, and I must make the most of it, so that my final work may take shape. God, spirit, or devil, whoever you are, grant me one last fateful taste. Grant me but a thread of oil over this tepid... I don't know if it's potage or I don't know. My very life. Go to the cellar, cut the meat. Cutting next. I don't think we're going to be able to chop anything else. What are we chopping? Are we chopping our stomach? Oh, we chopped our stomach open. Ugh. I think... What the hell? Get it for the Spaghetti Invasion Game Jam 2025. The author did say there was no jump scares or anything, but it was, like, unnerving.